we have already understood that there are different classification schemes throughout the world, and they have their own features. Somebody enumerative, somebody faceted, somebody rigidly faceted, somebody rigidly enumerated, or it's a mixed kind of thing. Somebody is analytico-synthetic scheme. So these are the feature of the, but in your syllabus, they have covered 4 classification scheme: colon classification, universal decimal classification, Library of Congress classification, and Dewey Decimal classification. Comparative study between 4 classification. But it is not that we're just comparing for the evaluating which one is the best, because there is no as such any best classification system, because classification is evolving through the development of the subject. As subject is growing, so we look forward the main classes of the classification, how they have all the 4 classification scheme, how they have divided the universe of knowledge, how they have categorized, what kind of notation they are using, what are the facilities they have created for creating a class number. One by one, we are going to see. So this is a comparative librarianship, a branch of international librarianship to study, compare library system of different countries and organizations. The methodology can equally apply to various systems and services offered by different libraries. Quite often, comparative study of classification and their element is made by comparison of the feature of various systems. Now, this is a kind of comparative librarianship, means librarianship here in India, librarianship in Germany, librarianship is France, librarianship in Czech Republic, Slovakia, Estonia, Latvia. There are countries and they have their own librarianship. I will tell you one interesting part. In Slovakia, there is one small village I visited, and I find a very small places where books are kept in the park, okay, in the common place of the society. So suppose you have a library, you have a books in your home, you never kept books at your home, you always kept book at that place. So whenever you finish one book, you kept on that, so other people in the neighborhood can study the book. They called it mini library. So this is also, there is no librarian, it is run by the people of that neighboring area. So this is one area, one type of libraries. And the library was in Takshila in 200 BC, library was in Nalanda, library was in Greece, library was in USA, library was in Britain. What I'm trying to say is, the librarianship into 600 BC, librarianship in 400 BC, the basic focus of the librarianship was to satisfy their user. It was the ultimate goal of a librarian or any library and their people working in the library. Today's date, if you see, the librarianship is a little different from that time. Today, you have a many facets to deliver the information. You have in this lockdown, probably we have given books to the student, the users, because we have a digital library. Probably now the physical form of books is not much of essence, because you have another option in your hand you can study through. Many of you came to know that you have opted for the digital material, digital books in IGNOU, not for the printed books. That can be changed by depositing some of the money in the regional center. But importantly, why you have done that? Because you know that when digital is immediately will get that digital materials. You did not to wait for some courier people or postal people. So it is ready-made and readily available in your hand. So that's why you are more into. So comparative librarianship is nothing. It's a librarianship between different facets of the librarianship into different origin, region, and time. Ancient time, library was there and people worked in the library and they have satisfied their users. In the modern time, in this 21st century, there is a librarian also working on. But librarianship in India, librarianship in probably Britain is little different. Specifically, I will tell you, in USA, 10 important service librarianship is under the 10 important profession in USA. Right. So it has very well paid services in USA, and they have their different designation: director cataloging, director classification, director, deputy director reference service kind of thing. It is not here in India. You can see the only librarianship, but there it is different. So if it is a librarianship is different, services is different. So your classification scheme may be different. So throughout the world, we have 10 classification schemes, right? And I have already told you probably. Sorry. Oh, shit. First, in 1976, you have seen the Dewey Decimal Classification. Then expensive classification by Carter in 1893. Universal Decimal Classification 1895, Library of Congress Classification 1903, J.D. Brown Subject Classification 1906, Ranganathan Colon Classification 1933, Bibliographic Classification by Blees 1940s to 53, Ryder's International Classification in 1961, Broad System of Ordering in Britain, BSO 1978, Bibliographic Classification 1977. I will tell you interesting thing. After 1997, there was no attempt has been made to create another classification scheme. That's the magic. From 1977, they are more concerned on the how we can digitize or we can create some kind of mechanical system through where can usually search the classification number quickly. We can arrange the books very nicely. So from 1997, from 1980s onwards, there is a extreme race in how to create a classification scheme which can run in a digital platform. So on that case, Dewey Decimal Classifications is become more powerful, and as they have a very good revenue because they marketed their classification scheme throughout the world very nicely, and people knows everybody everywhere. So they have came into forefront and they have started doing thing on CD version. CD. I have a CD version of Dewey Decimal Classification in my laptop. This laptop, I will show you. Probably I will be able to show you in the next week. I will try to show you. Today also, let me see how things are going on, right? So these are the classification scheme throughout the world. So any classification scheme, I have told you that it is nothing. It's a kind of measuring tape for the universe of knowledge. So as your universe of knowledge is growing, So these classification schemes are nothing. It's a kind of inch tape or measuring tape, or what it has do. The main purpose of this classification scheme, it changes the dimension of the growth of your universe of knowledge. As universe of knowledge is multidimensional, it's try to reverse it into unidimensional, and that's why it's able to coin out different main classes, and main classes mean different subjects. Here you can see the universe of knowledge, discipline, subdiscipline, subject, canonical classes, and this is PMEST, fundamental categories. And this is isolates, this is array, this is facet, this is array, right? So these are the isolate, PMEST. It is also called isolates. Universe of knowledge, discipline, subdivision, subdiscipline, basic concept means basic class. Then canonical classes, basic subject, basic class means mathematics, physics. These are the basic subject. Canonical classes means if it is physics, sound, electromagnetic, energy, this is on. If it is mathematics, basic subject, then algebra, geometry, trigonometry is the canonical classes. Here you can see sometimes the basic subject is itself. After that basic subject, you will find PMEST. And under PMEST, I have already shown you that you have a array, facets, and array. Here you can see 1, 1, 1, 1, triple 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 3. These are the array within a facet, right? So this is the division of classes into a wider range to a very specific component of a subject. If you look at the DDC, Dewey Decimal Classification, probably we'll practice through Dewey Decimal Classification. Here you can understand that 000 to 099 is general works, encyclopedia, almanac, record, books, such as genuineness. And I will tell you the library science also in these general works. Then 100 to 199, philosophy and psychology. Here, paranormal phenomena such as ghost, ethics, how to think, these are all cognitive behavior. These all things are into the philosophy and psychology, 100 and 199, ethics. Then religion, 200 to 299, religion, mythology, religion, practice, doctrine, rituals, all are into this here in 200 to 299. 300 to 399, social science. Here you can see the government, holidays, folklore, fairy tale, education, community, economics, everything over here. 300 to 399. In 400 to 499, language, English and foreign language, sign language, dictionaries, right, verbs, proverbs, and everything are there in the 400 to 499. 500 to 599, natural science, maths, chemistry, physics, biology, botany, etc. in the natural science. Then 600 to 699, applied science, health, invention, drug, transportation, cooking, industries, is all are food technology, all are in the applied science, where science being applied. So that's why I keep separate standard for applied science, 600 to 699. Here in 700 to 799, the fine arts, recreation, craft, art, drawing, painting, music, game, TV, are the under 700 to 799. 800 to 899, literature, short stories, poetry, plays, jokes, riders. These are on the literature. And 900 to 99999, history and geography, countries, flag, historical events, biographies are in history and geography. That is on DDC. Here is the main class of UDC, Universal Decimal Classification. So in decimal classification, in Dewey Decimal Classification, you have seen 3 digit, right? And in UDC, you will see sometimes 1 digit and sometimes 2 digit, sometimes 3 digit also. But probably 2 digit is sufficient in UDC. Here you can see 00, average and generics. 1, philosophy. 2, religion. 3, social science. 4, philosophy, linguistic, philology means language. 5, science, pure. 6, science, natural, applied science. 7, arts. 8, literature, history, geography. History and geography. So Dewey Decimal Classification is basically French people. So you can sometimes find some some kind of symbolic. That's why it is here overage, generics. Here you can see linguistic, philology. Paul Outlet and Henry LaFontaine has devised that. This is a total main class of your universal decimal classification. Now, if you look at the use of universal decimal classification, probably better in Europe, and as it is not using in America and other part like Japan and Korea and everywhere, Australia even, they are using DDC. So this is the kind of map they're using is but somewhere it's very good, but somewhere it's not so good. Now, main class of LCC, Library of Congress classification. Here you can see they are using alphabets, alphanumerics in number in their classes. A is general works, B philosophy, psychology, religion, C auxiliary science, history, D history, general and old world, E general history of America, F local history of America, G geography, map, anthropology, recreation, H social science, J political science, K law, L education, M music and book on music, N fine arts, P language and literature, Q science, R medicine, S agriculture, T technology, U military science, V naval science, and Z bibliography and library science. These are the main classes, 21 main classes of Library of Congress classification. So whenever you will visit Library of Congress classification, any number started with the L, that means that books definitely for the subject education. Any subject started with the S, the definitely the book related to the agriculture. So you can understand. Whenever you will visit, you just make sure these are the things in Library of Congress classification. And in Delhi University, probably in JNU, when you will go to the when you will visit to the library, you will see that these are the number which are concerned with the colon classification. Here you can see that A is natural science, B is mathematics, C is physics, D engineering, E chemistry, F technology, G biology, H geology, I botany, J agriculture, K zoology, L medicine, useful arts, M, and delta is mysticism and spiritual experience, N is fine arts, O literature, P linguistic, Q religion, R philosophy, S psychology. But in Library of Congress classification, S was agriculture. Here S is psychology, T is education, U is geography, V history, W political science, X economics, Y sociology, Z law. These are the layout of universal knowledge in colon classification devised by Professor Ranganathan. Now notation. I have already told you about the notation. That notation as an adjunct of classification is the most visible feature of library classification system. It is the efficiency and user friendliness mostly determine the quality and popularity of any system. A notation should consist of familiar digits which convey their order obviously, should have synthesis and hierarchy of a subject, further it should be brief, mnemonic, and must be hospitable to a new subject. Now here is the concept. Notation is a nothing. अब मैं आप लोगों को बताऊं, नोटेशन तो आप लोगों को पता है, इट्स आर्टिफिशियल ऑर्डिनल नंबर, इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ आर्टिफिशियल ऑर्डिनल नंबर. और कोई भी बुक्स आते हैं तो हम उनको डिनोट कर देते हैं क्लासिफिकेशन. बट इंटरेस्टिंगली, हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिनोट अ नंबर, आर्टिफिशियल नंबर, सो व्हाट इज द लॉजिक बिहाइंड इट, एंड how people can mnemonics. Yeah, here is it should be brief, very short, and mnemonics. Here you can see the pronunciation and the word mnemonics, mnemonics, mnemonics. It's pronounced as mnemonics. Mnemonics means how you can remember, right? Remembrance value. How you can remember. That means where you are using, suppose you are using 4 2 for physiology, physiology for human being, physiology for animal, physiology for any other where you can use the physiology. Or if you using design of bridge, designing of umbrella, designing is a core concept. So you can denote designing with one specific number that you can remember. So whenever any colon will come, energy will come, so you can put 4. So 4 means that there must be some kind of concept of design. So mnemonics value of a notation is very important and must be hospitable to a new subject. Of course, new subject के साथ hospitable होना चाहिए, comfortable होना चाहिए. Notation in DDC. Here you can see it's a process of dichotomy. Here you can see in DDC they're using 001s like 999, 999. So in DDC they are only using numeric one. But other places you can see 1 by 1, it's different. Let's see notation in UDC. Here you can see they are also using the numeric number, but connecting digit is different. Here is a pure notation. DDC has a pure notations. Here is a pure notations. Both are using numeric value here. And notation in LCC, they are using alphanumeric value. First 2 digit is about the first 2 lines, third line, and last line. We'll see how we are going to read all those lines, right? The first 2 is definitely a basic subject core subject area. Now, LCC has a mixed notations. 1 to 3 letters, followed by 1 to 4 integer, and possibly a short decimal. Decimal were not used much until certain section needed to be expanded and no more integer were available. Decimal do not generally indicate subordinations but allow a new topic to be inserted, right? Here is the notation in colon classification. You can see the notation in colon classification, Indo-Arabic numerals 1 to 9, Roman alphabets, both capital and lowercase A to Z, small cases also, parenthesis, indicated digit, empty digit, increase the capacity of an array. CC has introduced what is called empty digit. It has no semantic value, but it is retain the ordinal value. Semantic value. So somewhere I will say, so I have already shown you that if it is Asia, 4-1 is China, 4-2 is Japan, 4-3 is nothing, 4-4 is India. So 4-3 is an empty digit. Simply empty digit examples. Later on, if there any subject will come, they will accommodate. The genealogy of classification, you can see first 3 digits of colon classification got rigidly faceted. That time they used only connecting symbol colon. That's why it is called colon classification system. From 1952 onwards, that means 4th edition onwards, it started become a freely faceted classification scheme. And freely faceted means it has many connecting digit and many component or isolate idea within a subject. The PMEST had scheme, and along with the PMEST, there are different connecting symbols kind of thing. Now, classification system, DDC, UDC, and LCC. Here is the advantages of DDC, UDC, LCC, and disadvantages. Now, look at the DDC. Decimal notation allow for revision and expansion. Disadvantage, impossible to list every conceivable subject in an enumerative system. Very difficult. Sometimes it's very rigid. But decimal notations allow revision and expansion. Means as it has devised in a dichotomy process, means 10, 10, 10, 10 division. So any other new component, new subject can come, they can be accommodated quickly. There will be no problem. So second is widely used in public academic libraries and familiar to user. What is important is probably you people are very much happy with the Android, and you people are very much happy with the Windows. If I told you that no, you just format your computer and come into Linux, so you'll feel little worried. Yeah, we have to learn the Linux and we'll use. As Windows, you started learning Windows from the day you have first learned computer. So in Windows is comfortable to you. For myself, I was comfortable in DOS, DIX operating system, and Windows we are using that time as a application. Later on, Windows become an operating system. So as it is widely used, so everybody knows. It's like Maruti car in India. So why Maruti car is being sold very good in India? Because whenever you got Maruti car, so you got immediately, you can purchase their spare parts open market. So whenever you have any problem, so a small mechanics can repair your car. So that's why this is more popular and people are feel more convenient. It's provide a well-structured and helpful arrangement on library shelves. It is there. If you see if you arrange the library document in an order of Dewey Decimal Classification, so whenever new subject will come, you can accommodate very nicely. So there will be never any problem in the subject arrangement. In UDC, can accommodate virtually every aspect of a subject, idea, specialized collection. This is the very strong part of Universal Decimal Classification. It can arrange, it can deal with any specialized, very specific. So somewhere in many specialized library, Universal Decimal Classification used for its this feature. It can go up to the least specific subject area. New subject can be created for, there will be no problem. Notation can become long and complex, maybe become unsuitable for arrangement of document answer. That is a kind of different thing there, but I will tell you, the most complexity in the UDC is connecting the subject. Sometimes what is important, biology for physics or physics for biology, you can do in two ways. But sometimes what happens, the biology of physics, sometimes physics emphasis on biology. So the main subject could be the physics. So here you can understand, and the complexity and the notation and the connecting digit is so complicated. Sometimes somebody feel, oh my God, it's a problem. So that's why it's not so become popular. Now, Library of Congress number allowed to unique number to be assigned to a work. The most problem with the most advantages of that Library of Congress, they are assigning one particular number to a LC, to a document. So it will be a permanent number to that particular document. And it is use a Carter number, give flexibility. More about this next. Carter flexibility means Carter has created a book number, so there it has pasted in the spine level of the book. So that's why it's more convenient. And the third one, not all letters for classes have been used. All letters are not being used. But the disadvantages of that classification, a large number of schedule with no overall index. You cannot find any direct subject through index. American emphasis in geographical arrangement. The classification depends on the acquisition of the Library of Congress, right? So these are the problems. Here your column classification. The advantage of the column classification, very flexible, able to easily accommodate new scientific discoveries, intellectual innovations, cultural development, anything you want to add on the column classification, it will add as a word. Provide details and accurate subject classification. Recognize the hierarchical arrangement are not always adequate. Here you can see provide details and accurate subject classification. The colon classification is so specific and so brilliant and so logical. You can go up to the accurate number of a particular document. And it has recognized the hierarchical arrangement. When you are doing one class number or creating a class number, when class number is ready with the document, you can immediately find the hierarchical arrangement of the document. So you can, when you differentiate one isolate to other isolate, you can quickly able to understand, oh, this is for that house, this is for that house. But the disadvantages of this colon classification, extremely complex system, because of Indian minds, probably I and you can able to understand very quickly, but rest of the world, it's very difficult for them to understand. I will tell you, I will repeat it, because of Indian mindset, I, you, and Ranganathan can create such kind of versatile work, and I and you can immediately understand. And our best classification could be a colon classification, but for the rest of the world, it's difficult. It's for them it is difficult. They understand more 0, 0, 0 and 1, 0, 0, not the delta and the other sigma kind of thing in the classification system. Now, time-consuming subject analysis and description, it is not. In colon classification, subject consumption or subject analysis can be done within a second. That's the base part. The most difficult part is for a layman to understand the call number. After a wide knowledge and a great experience, one can able to understand the call number, right? Sometimes some digit may create confusion in colon classification. So that's a disadvantages part of the colon classification. So these are the advantages and these disadvantages of 4 different classification schemes. Now, historical contributions of those. Here is the colon classifications. Colon classification was initiated by S.R. Ranganathan and devised. He happened to be many times he used to go different country for getting new knowledge. So they have a connectivity and they try to understand the different classification scheme throughout the world. At the end of the day, he created colon classification. He designed and devised a colon classification. He has taken some concept of the Library of Congress classification, the alphabetical part, and along with the universal decimal classification connecting digit. But importantly, by taking all those things, actually he has not copied out the things. He has taken the ideas, but in their ideas, there was no any scientific approach. He has created scientific approach and he devised one by one. He has devised the main class, he has devised the connecting digit and how connecting digit can be correlate with the different concept and isolate idea. So he has created in colon classification. If you look at the different edition, you can see in first edition 1933, second edition 1939, third edition 1950, fourth edition 1952, fifth edition 1957, sixth edition 1960, seventh edition 1987, 1987, seventh edition. All right. After that, there is no addition. But DB decimal classification, probably after 2-3 years, they create new editions. Probably every year they create new editions. Whenever new subject comes, they publish new editions. So here is some main classes initiated in colon classification. Small z, generally 1 universe of knowledge, 2 library science, 3 book science, 4 journalism, A natural science, B mathematics, C physics, D engineering, E chemistry, F technology, G biology, H geology. This is ZX naught. This is AZ mining, I botany, J agriculture, K zoology, KZ animal husbandry, L medicine, LZ pharmacognosy. Here LZ is pharmacognosy. M useful arts, data, spiritual experience and mysticism. N, fine arts. O, literature. P, linguistic. Q, religion. R, philosophy. S, psychology. T, education. U, geography. V, history. W, political science. X, economics. Y, sociology. Y, Z, social work. And Z, law. These are the main classes of colon classification. So any books on started with O, so that means that book belongs to literature. Any books started with T, that means that book belongs to T, education. It is a brainchild of Shelley Ramamritan Ranganath. It was first published in the year 1933. Till now, 7 editions CC has been published. The 7 edition, as per their features and group, a 3 group called version. Gopinath ji ne 1976 mein. Version 1, rigidly faceted scheme. First, second, and third edition, I have already told you that it is rigidly faceted. That time they use colon as a connecting digit. मान के चलो कि that day I have told you library classification in university library. So a book classification in university library I have shown you. In book classification university library, everywhere you are connecting colon. So you do not know where from you are taking. Is that the number you are taking from the energy or matter or space or anywhere, time? So that was a confusion, and that's why it's called rigidly faceted. Here in version 2, almost freely faceted classification scheme, 4th and 5th and 6th edition of colon classification belong to version. This version is called almost freely faceted version because it is used different facet indicated digit for different facets. Now, here you can see the facet indicated digit used: personality, comma, matter, semicolon, energy, energy, colon, space, dot, time, single inverted comma. Right. These are the connecting digit. I have already told you that fundamental category is PMEST, no? Now, in version 3, freely faceted classification scheme, 7th edition of CC Ranganathan 1980s, published in the year 1987, represents the 3rd version. In this edition, incorporate findings of a dynamic theory of classification, 1976, being a freely faceted classification scheme. It has not rigid formula for compound subject going to the basic subject. Actually, it's become a more freely faceted classification scheme, right? So in version 3, it has its postulations approach. I have already told you. It has its postulations of fundamental categories. Postulations of fundamental categories is very interesting. I have already told you that in the universe, if you break down or divided any subject, basic subject, sometimes canonical subject, you will get 5 fundamental categories: personality, matter, energy, space, and time. So 5 fundamental categories. That means it is not the 4, not is 3, not 6. It is within the 5 fundamental categories. In 5 fundamental categories, I have told you the personality is a more concrete sector. That's why it is taken first. Matter is a less concrete. That's why it is after personality. Energy is less concrete than matter. That it is after the matter. Then energy, space is less concrete than energy. That's why space after. And time is less concrete than space. So that's why time, it is kept after space. So the representation or arrangement of PMEST on the basis of their concreteness. So as concrete as the concept is, it is come first. Here another example is postulates of round and label. Postulates of round, according to the postulations of the fundamental categories, personality, matter, and energy. Personality, matter, and energy have manifest itself is one of the same subject more than once in Ranganathan. Ordinarily, the fundamental categories, space and time, may be manifested only once in the last time. Here you can see, you must be confused with the personality, matter, energy, round. What is round? Round होती है क्या? है ना? देख लीजिए. मान के चले, पहले एनर्जी से शुरू करते हैं, समझ में आ जाएगा. ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ लंग्स डिजीज. ट्यूबरकुलोसिस, लंग्स डिजीज मान के चलो. सो ट्रीटमेंट ऑफ लंग डिजीज, सो पहले लंग आएगा, डिजीज आएगा, फिर उसकी ट्रीटमेंट होगा. तो आप देखो दो बार एनर्जी कैटेगराइजेशन हो रहा है. फर्स्ट राउंड इज अ डिजीज एंड सेकेंड राउंड इज ए treatment, right? So two concepts. Now take another examples. Whenever you will see second round, first round of energy, will see first round of personality. First round of personality, this looks like tuberculosis, bone cancer, bone cancer. So bone will be personality, cancer will be disease. So first disease will come, then name of the disease will come. When name of the disease will come, it is called basically round of a personality. You're getting my point? Round of a personality. You just think tuberculosis. What is tuberculosis? Tuberculosis first is a disease. So it will act as a disease. But tuberculosis itself is a personality, because when you are treating a tuberculosis person, you need to know a lot of things. Now corona is a energy, because it is a corona itself is a part of a energy, because it is a disease. But when you are studying corona, you study a lot of things, because corona itself is a subject somewhere. So that's why it is a personality or matter. Personality also. Here matter, look, in Coulomb classification, you will see frequency of sound in water. Frequency of sound in water. In frequency of sound in water, you will see, you can get the number of sound. You can get number in Coulomb classification, sound and frequency, not the water. What difficult to get the water. So you can take the water. There is a area called mnemonics device. There 5 is kept for the water. So you can take that water as a second round of matter. So that's why personality, matter and energy has their round. Similarly, label. According to the postulation, the fundamental category personality, matter manifests as one of the same round within a subject. Here you can see personality has its label, and do not any examples probably. Oh, I'm so sorry. Here, no, it's a second round matter. No, you are correct. Here, you see. Here you can see. I have told you in literature, you will see that language, form of presentation, year of author, birth year of the author is 3-4 very important component, and it's came side by side. In literature, you can see the label of personality. It is basically called label cluster. P1, P2, P3, P4, right, that way. It's come along with that way, right? Matter has its personality label, but matter has its label, but it has not been used so far. Now, notional system, 23 Roman small letters, A to Z, small a to Z, excluding I, 1, O, 10 Indo-Arabic numeric numerals, 0 to 9, 26 Roman capital letters, A to Z, bracketed numbers, indicator digit and hyphen, asterisks, etc. 10 Indo-Arabic numerals, 26 Roman capitals, 26 Roman small letters, including I, excluding these, bracketed number, and these are the connecting digit. Now coming to the universal decimal classification. Look, Belgium, barrister Paul Otlet and Nobel Prize winner Henry Law-Fontaine, the UDC, they have created the UDC. They are such a nice human being, because Why I'm praising always Paul Otlet and Henry Thornton? Because they have their idea of universal union catalog, which is coming like OCLC, and they have created a union database or universal database where you can get every document, every classification number, every document, everything. So they have created this UDC, Universal Decimal Classification. Now, what is the purpose? To provide method for arranging books on a library shelving in an order which should be helpful to the user, that is self-arrangement. Now, to provide a methods of arranging subtitles of the book themselves in a catalog and printed bibliographies, to classify the recorded knowledge, to retrieve the document or locate the document. What are the features? Very interesting. Universal Decimal Classification is a practical scheme based on the demands of pamphlets, reports, periodical literature rather than the framework of the theory. The scheme is based on the DDC and claimed to be the first analytico-synthetic classification scheme. It lays more stress. Yes, in UDC, you have to analyze first, like colon classification. It lays more stress to achieve coextensive class number, detailed specification than the achievement of a sequence of subject for optimum helpfulness. It avoids the lacuna of numerous private classification schemes by providing standard system covering all the discipline and may be used in any type of library. It is a general classification scheme and not a bundle of special classification scheme. It is a rather an integrated whole. What are the principles of class UDC? Arbitrary of haphazard systematizations of alphabetical and other arrangement are avoided. An attempt has been made to include in its every field of knowledge, not as a patchwork of isolate, self-sufficient specialist grouping. That's why it's very much friendly in your special library. It is constructed on the principle of proceeding from general to the more particular revision of the whole human knowledge into 10 main branches. Here, it is also accept the principle of mutually co-exclusive classes collection of related subject and consistency approach. It has tried to remove the notational and racial basis. So it has also used the one pure notation. It has notation consists of Indo-Arabic numerals used decimically, which allow infinite hospitality and social sciences. So here is some connecting symbols in UDC: plus, connecting consecutive numbers; stroke, connecting consecutive numbers; colon, relation; bracket, relation, subordinations; equal, language; bracket, 0 not from, form of presentation; 0 to 9 in bracket, place, is equal to in bracket, race and nationality; inverted comma, time; 8 hyphen Z, A to Z, individual subdivisions; hyphen, special analytical numbers; dot 00, point 00, point to be very specific special analytics; dot 0, point not numbers. So these are the symbols being used in universal decimal classification. The 10 major divisions of the universal decimal classification are 0, science and knowledge; organization; computer science; information science, documentation; librarianship, institution, publications; 1, philosophy, psychology; 2, religion, theology; 3, social science; 4, backend, mathematics, natural science; where 6, you can understand 4 is back over here; 6, applied science, medicine and technology; 7, the earth, entertainment, sport; 8, linguistic, literature; 9, geography and history. आप ये कह सकते हो why 4 is vacant. It has kept vacant because they thought the new subject or something will come later on, will take. And In DDC, they have kept 4 as a language. Here, 8 is being used as a language as well as the literature. So that's the basic difference between Dewey Decimal Classification and Universal Decimal Classification.